Hey guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. So we have x to the power of 3 plus x squared plus x plus 1 equals 0. So now what we're first going to do is we're going to focus on our left side here. And we're going to simplify this a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide this into two parts. We have x to the power of 3 plus x squared and x plus 1 on our right side. So for x to the power of 3 plus x squared, what we're going to do is we're going to factor out our greatest common factor, which in this case is x squared. So if we factor out x squared from x to the power of 3 plus x squared, well, x to the power of 3 divided by x squared, what is that? Well, if we have a to the power of m over a to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m minus n. So x to the power of 3 over x squared, this would equal x to the power of 3 minus 2, which is simply just x to the power of 1, which is x. So x to the power of 3 divided by x to the power of 2 is x, plus x squared divided by x squared is simply just 1 because anything divided by itself is 1. And now on this side we have plus, and as you can see, since we already have x plus 1 here, we don't need to do anything. This side can't be simplified. And this is equal to 0. So now this would actually give us two equations. Because x plus 1, this is x plus 1 times 1, right? So now these two are the same. So that's one equation, x plus 1 equals 0. And then we have this plus this, x squared plus 1. So that's another equation. X squared plus 1 equals 0. So for x plus 1 equals 0, all we have to do is simply subtract 1 on both sides. This cancels out, and we get x equals -1. So this is one of our solutions. Now for x squared plus 1, well, we still subtract 1 on both sides. These two cancel out, and we get x squared equals -1. Now, if we take the square root on both sides, we get x equals the square root of -1. And the square root of -1 is actually equal to I. So I is also a solution. So our two solutions are x equals -1 and x equals I. Welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. So we have 3 to the power of x squared plus 2 equals 27 to the power of x. Now what I'm first going to do is I'm actually going to replace 27 with 3 to the power of 3. Because remember, 27 is 3 to the power of 3. And we are powering this with x. So we have 3 to the power of x equals 3 to the power of x squared plus 2. Now, if we have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is actually equal to a to the power of m times n. So this is an important property of exponents. So if we have 3 to the power of 3 to the power of x, this is actually equal to 3 to the power of 3 times x, which is simply just 3x. And this is equal to 3 to the power of x squared plus 2. Now, because our bases here are the same, that means our exponents are the same as well, because if we have a to the power of x equals a to the power of y, this means that x is actually equal to y. So that means that x squared plus 2 is equal to 3x. So now if I subtract by 3x on both sides, I get x squared minus 3x plus 2 equals 0. And now, as you can see, we have a quadratic equation, meaning we can find the solutions to this using the quadratic formula, which is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So a is 1 because there is no coefficient here. B is negative 3, and c is 2. So now if we plug this into the formula, we get negative b, so 3 plus or minus the square root of negative 3 squared is 9 minus 4 times 1 times c is 2. And we are dividing this by 2 times 1, which is simply 2. Now, 9 minus 4 times 2 is 8, so we have 3 plus the square root of 1, which is simply 1 over 2, and we also have 3 minus 1 over 2. Well, 3 plus 1 is 4, and 4 divided by 2 is 2, so x equals 2 is one solution, and 3 minus 1 is 2, 2 divided by 2 is 1, so x equals 1 is another solution. So now, these two are our solutions to this equation.